Hey everyone, and welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. My name is Ronnie, and today we're going to talk about the importance of the black suit in Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's always fun talking about Marvel Spider-Man 2 content and the future of the character while Spidey remains in INSOMNIAC Games' hands. Before we get into that, be sure to like, after watching the video of course, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you all don't miss anything I post. I post videos on a daily basis and I live stream on Sundays from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Be sure to join me there. It's really fun. We all have a great time on our live streams. Join my Discord. Invitation link is in the description box below, along with the links to my Twitter and Instagram. Without further ado, let's get into it. For any Spidey fans out there, I don't have to tell you the origins of the black suit or the many different origins of the black suit that Marvel and its many writers have put out since the beginning. But there's something so appealing about the black suit that it almost never ceases to encapsulate many. It could be the look of the black suit from the origin to what it could lead to be, which is why I want to talk about it. Now, you might be thinking, well, why are you even bothering talking about the importance of the black suit? Of course, we're going to see it in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I know to some of you I might be spewing out a bunch of nonsense and wasting air when talking about the obvious, but believe it or not, some people are actually uncertain whether we're going to see the black suit in Marvel Spider-Man 2, or maybe having the black suit would give us a huge advantage and make us so powerful, causing everyone to be worried about easy gameplay. I'm here to put all of that to rest. There's no doubt in my mind that this game will be so different in every way from the first one. We're talking about the swinging mechanics, fighting style, story, and more. The possibilities are just limitless just by having an idea of what's to come in the sequel because of the minute-and-a-half trailer we got last September. Back to the topic at hand. We got to have the black suit for a large portion of the game. To lend more credence that the black suit will be in the sequel, here's a little quote of an interview that Brian Interhar did 3 years ago with a kind of funny Gamecast. Brian Interhar explains why making the black suit unlockable in the first game wouldn't do it justice, and I quote, "I think something like that suit deserves its day in the spotlight. I think just making it an unlockable suit wouldn't be doing it justice. It's one of the best stories for Spider-Man. I think it's a complex story, and I think it's a story that needs to be told, and it needs to be told in the way that INSOMNIAC Games would tell it." That story, of course, originated in the 1984 Marvel Comics event Secret Wars, which saw Peter Parker serving as the host of the black symbiote substance before he rid himself of it, only for it to find Eddie Brock and create one of Spider-Man's most iconic villains and now anti-hero, Venom. Again, all of this sounds like I'm stating the obvious, and some of you out there might be thinking that we don't need to have this conversation, but I can't stress it enough about the importance of the black suit. In fact, some of the greatest Spider-Man comics features the black suit. One of the recent storylines featuring the Spider-Man black suit, called Spider-Man Spider Shadow, sold out thousands of copies. They were really hard to find. They literally were really difficult to find out there in comic book stores. It sells, and Marvel knows it. Tying back to what Brian Interhar was saying about the black suit and how complex the black suit storylines can be, looking back at this game retroactively, it makes a lot of sense. Your game is only as good as your story, and if you don't have a compelling story to tell involving the black suit, why bother? So, for those of you who fear that maybe the black suit won't be involved in the sequel, I think there's a lot of evidence that suggests otherwise. Even Tony Todd, who's going to be voicing Venom in Marvel Spider-Man 2, says that the game is massive, that's why it won't come out to 2023. I'm assuming a large portion of the game would involve the black suit and a nice story around it, including conflicts with Mary Jane, Miles Morales, even a story where Peter Parker realizes that he just hasn't been himself lately ever since he came across the black suit. Lessons need to be learned, and all of this conflict surrounding the black suit, the relationships between strong, caring characters make a compelling story, and that's a story I want to experience. You let me know your thoughts. Do you believe the black suit will make an appearance in the sequel? If so, how far into the game do you think we'll make contact with the black suit? When it comes to stories involving the black suit, I think it's really important to not rush into things. I don't want to just jump into the black suit immediately. This is something that just needs to happen organically. It's a process. I want the build-up to be slow. I want to anticipate my contact with the black suit. I don't want the black suit right away just for instant gratification purposes. If you understand where I'm getting at, let me know. But this is something that requires time and a perfect amount of detail for it to be perfectly executed. And I think just going about it this way is the perfect way to tell a great, compelling story involving the black suit. If I had to guess, I'd say we'd probably make contact with the black suit within the first 4 hours or so. I have a really good feeling INSOMNIAC Games is going to be taking their time with this story. A Spider-Man story involving the Black Suit needs a lot of attention and care, and I think INSOMNIAC Games knows what they're doing. With its amazing hard-working team and its amazing creative director Brian Inzohar, I'm sure there's no need to despair. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so y'all don't miss anything, and I will see you all in the next comic panel.
Will one of you finally give me what I desire?